All right, folks, welcome aboard. Just under 4 minutes left to go before the opening kick of tonight's game between the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs and the Ogallala Indians here tonight. Right now, introducing the Ogallala starting lineup. This is homecoming night for Ogallala, and so some added festivities that'll go along with that. Glad to have you with us here this evening. As you can see, we've got the Twitter feed up and running. We sure hope that you'll participate. Let us know where you're watching from this evening. Always fun to have that information as we go through the broadcast. We'll try and have that up at the half for you. And right on cue is our color man, Mr. Casey Slama. We'll get him on board here. Kind of tight quarters. Maybe I'll switch spots with the Casey.
Well, sure, we can do that.
You have the middle and get ready to go. Tight quarters, but nice place to broadcast from here in Oak. Double-decker, but just a little short on space.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
well, I just blew in. We were going about 400 miles per hour to get here, so great to be here and made it. It's going to be a beautiful night for football.
Going to be a gorgeous night, and we are just about ready for the national anthem. The national anthem performed by the Ogallala High School Band, and we are just less than a minute away from getting this thing going. We're glad to have you along with us. Again, fire those tweets off. Use that handle at SC Journal Star. We'll pick those up and run them for you during the half. So we are just about ready to go. The Mustangs come in at 4-3, but they've lost 2 games in a row and trying to avoid a 3-game skid here. Oh, hey, we've got the wrong record in here. Yeah, let's fix this for you. And so we're still telling you about Chadron, and that's not right. The Ogallala Indians are, we just didn't change it from Chadron. Ogallala is 3-4. As I try to run the computer and talk at the same time, and that's not working. So, Casey, tell us what you know about the game tonight.
Well, I talked with Coach Lindholm this week and asked him, what he has done, to keep things positive for the team. The heartbreak loss last week, and then really the bad loss against Chase County. And he said that they've been continuing to talk to the team about they still have a lot to fight for. 2 things haven't happened along in the long stretch with is the end of the season with the winning record and making to the playoffs. So those are things that are still within sight, that are still in grasp for the team. So they can't keep their heads down. They have to keep fighting because there is a lot left to play for if they want to make it into the playoffs.
They need some help to get it done, but it's certainly not out of the realm of possibility. So we are underway. High, short kick. This is going to come down at the 25-yard line, be advanced across the 30 by the Mustangs, and that's where they'll take over. The Mustangs tonight in their road white jerseys, the gray helmets, and the gray pants. Ogallala in the all black with the orange numerals.
31-yard line.
So the Mustangs take over from their own 31 as we get things started here this evening. And that was a tough loss last week. The Mustangs played well enough. They had it won. And it was just a fantastic drive by the Chadron Cardinals. 1:14 left and no timeouts, and able to find the end zone. So credit to the Chadron Cardinals, but these Mustangs played a great game. No surprise here as Corby Campbell takes the opening handoff, and he'll go 7 yards right straight up the middle. And that'll put the Mustangs in business, second down and about, call it 2nd and 2.
Yeah. You know, the other thing Coach said was a benefit for him now and to stay positive is we have nobody hurt. We are healthy. You know, we are at full strength. You know, so those are great things going into this game, to play hard, get a win, and then hopefully get one next week too.
And this may be the first game all season that they don't have somebody out with an injury.
Nice
and there's
run.
Corby Campbell across the 50 and all the way into Indian territory at the 48-yard line. So a good run that'll move the chains for the Mustangs.
That looked like he was stacked up there, you know, for a 2-yard gain and slipped out. Took it to the edge and got the first down. The O-line did a good job of sustaining blocks on there. Sorry, Zach.
Don't worry about the camera work here. Zach does a great job. We've got that camera propped up here so we can get it far enough out of the window to get you the kind of view that we need to have for you. What goes along with that is it's a little bit top heavy. So Carson Hinn turns, gives it to Corby Campbell again, stacked up at the line this time for a short gain, maybe a yard is all. Brings up 2nd down and 9.
They like something with that left side of the field. 3 plays now and 3 runs to the left side. So the coaches have seen something through film that they want to attack early on that left side. So let's see what develops from that.
Carson Hinn likes it because it's a lot shorter distance to run over to get the play on that far hash mark. All right, 2nd down and 9. The Mustangs line it up. Morgan Holbert comes in motion left to right across the formation. Play action pass. Carson Hinn looks right side, throws it out there, and overthrew his man. That was Jared Nelson, but double coverage there, and a good thing that Carson threw that one a little high.
Yeah. It was. Hello. How are you? Coach Kim says hi.
Kim Campbell in the booth with us here this evening. So,
I was going to say, it was a great throw, a great read. There was double coverage there, and it was a good play, really, because that stretches them out now, you know, with the pass. So now they got to decide, really, on defense, how to defend.
So 3rd down and 9. Hinn gives it to Campbell, tries that left side again, running out of room, but down the boundary he goes, and he's going to be close to a first down. I think he's going to be a little bit short. They marked him out at about the 41-yard line, and I think he needed to get inside the 40 for that first down. So it'll be 4th down and about 3 yards to go, and we'll see what the Mustangs come up with here. They're feeling saucy. Carson Hinn brings the play in. They're going for it on 4th down and 3. Early on in this ball game. A lot of confidence in Corby Campbell. Split out wide to the left side is Trace Bagan. Holbert comes in motion. The turn, the give is to Campbell straight ahead, and he's got the first down. Not by much, but I think he got it.
Yep. Great job by the O-line there. They're really sustaining blocks and getting the D lineman blocked to make some holes up there for Corby, and he's just running really hard so far this game.
And that'll make Coach Haig happy. He coaches up those O-linemen, and that's just exactly what he loves to see. So 1st and 10 for the Mustangs, 9:54 in this first quarter. Holbert sets up to the right side this time, no motion. Corby Campbell is going to lose his footing, no gain on that first down run.
You know, and getting these first downs, you know, a 4th down and 4 and you get the first down, and we had a long run for a first down number 4, really sets the tempo for the game too, especially for the line, knowing that they can get those great pushes. They can get what they need on offense right now to set up other plays down the line.
So 2nd down and 10. A give to Campbell. He's going to try that left side, and they have got him stacked up for a loss on the play back to the 40-yard line. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 12. And now we got a late flag that comes in. Well after the play was over. And we'll see what this is all about. More than likely a personal foul penalty, but the question is, which way is it going to go? And it is against the Ogallala Indians, so that will bail the Mustangs out in a big way. Instead of 3rd down and 12, they'll have it 1st and 10.
Yeah, I didn't really catch what happened there at the end, but it sure went in our favor, and that sets us up for another 1st down and another opportunity to move the chains and maybe even get a touchdown.
Mustangs are going to have this down around the 20-yard line after they get done marking off this penalty. So they will set it down at the 24-yard line. And that's where the Mustangs will take it 1st and 10. So a big break there for Gordon-Rushville. Ogallala starting to stack that line, trying to take Corby Campbell out of the game. Chase County did a fantastic job of that a couple of weeks ago. They'll give it to, no, they won't give it to Campbell. They give it to Holbert on the end around. And he is going to be whipped down at about the 22-yard line. So a short gain on that play, trying to loosen up the middle of that Ogallala defense.
Yep. Yeah, and and that's what running it effectively between tackles does. It forces them to honor everything in the middle, and then once in a while you can maybe get a little play where you can stretch it out and get some yardage and just catch them off just a little bit.
So 2nd down and 9. From the near hash this time, Jared Nelson is the wideout to the short side of the field. Campbell one more time tries that left side. That's good for about 4 yards. Inside the 20, it'll bring up 3rd down. 3rd down and about 5 is what it'll be. And this is certainly 4-down territory for the Mustangs.
Yeah, not having a consistent, place kicker or field goal kicker, yeah, it's 4 downs, and let's see what we can do.
From here, you're talking a 37, 38-yard field goal, and that's no gimme for any level of kicker.
Right.
So 3rd down and 5 for the Mustangs here. Hinn is going to give to Campbell, and they stack him up at the 20-yard line. They're going to lose about a half a yard on the play. So that Ogallala defense, after giving up some yards early, has really started to shut this Mustang offense down on this first drive.
Yeah, we've got to continue to sustain those blocks. We can't just hit them once. We've got to make sure we stay with that D-line, get them pushed out of that way, and then get to the secondary after that, and just so we can give Corby enough time to get through there.
So 4th down and 6, and they are just stacking up the inside of that line. Holbert in motion. Hinn drops straight back to pass. Throws it out there complete. That is Trace Bagan inside the 5, down to the 1-yard line. Trace Bagan with the big catch, wide open right in the middle of the field.
Yeah, nice pass route run by Trace there. It just looked like about a 10-yard curl in, and he curled right into that soft zone, and Carson delivered a strike right to him. Nice play, 1st down and goal.
And folks, we apologize for the support that's going to get into your view as we work our way down towards the end zones here, but that just kind of goes with the territory here. So the Mustangs 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Bagan split out wide to the left side. Carson Hinn under center, turns, gives to Campbell, stacked up, and he's going to lose another yard or 2 on that play. So Ogallala is doing a fantastic job. They have decided they are not going to let the Mustangs beat them up the middle between the tackles.
And that's our game, and we're not scared to tell you about it either, because we're going to say we're going to run right at you. So Ogallala knows that that's what our game is all about, and they know they have to stop it, and then they just did that play. So let's hope they can not do it this time and we score.
So a loss of 1 on the play makes it 2nd down and goal from the 2. 5 minutes and 38 seconds left to go in this first quarter. Great time-consuming drive by the Mustangs to open the game here. Holbert in motion. Carson Hinn's going to keep it straight up the middle this time. And the Mustangs trying to help him. He is right down, but still short of the goal line, close to the end zone, but not quite there. And it'll be 3rd and goal from inside the 1.
I like that play. It's safe. We didn't we got at least 1.5 yards, you know, but it was straight up the middle and it's safe. And now we still have 2 downs to get the touchdown. So do it again.
I'd be surprised if they didn't. Yep.
So if Carson sees something up there where he can tap his center and go, then he should. They're
Forward
really
in motion, Hinn straight ahead and in there for no signal yet. There it is,
go.
Touchdown Mustangs. 4:41 on the clock and the Mustangs draw first blood. It's 6-0.
Yeah, good job by Carson there. Ogallala had the box stacked. I mean, there was man on man. There was no slots, no room, but the line did a good job getting a good push, and Carson just kept driving his feet and made it in the end zone.
They got a great surge that time, and now they'll try the PAT. Carson Hinn, the holder. And Damian Holman, the kicker. All right, Damian puts it up, and that one is good, and that would have been good from a long ways out. That was a nice-looking kick by Damian.
We found one.
So the Mustangs out in front, 7-0 in the first quarter. And I've been informed I was not supposed to watch this video before we played it, so here we go.
Happy birthday, Clint Anderson, from all of us here at the Sheridan County Journal-Star.
Wait, say it again.
Happy birthday, Gubby Kent!
Send your happy birthday tweets to @SC Journal-Star.
Well,
Happy birthday, big guy.
Very good. Well, thank you. Well, that was a lot of fun. Pretty good way to spend a birthday down here on a gorgeous football evening from Ogallala. As we said earlier, fantastic facilities. We should probably update our scoreboard to reflect that the Mustangs are now in the lead at 7-0. 4 minutes and 40 seconds left in this first quarter. So that would be a tick over a 7.5 minute. 6.5, I'm not very good at math. 6.5 minute drive for the Mustangs to open up the game here. And really a statement drive to start things off. So Corby Campbell now will kick it off. Approaches the ball, low line drive kick, and that's going to scoot all the way to the end zone.
There we go.
And that'll be a touchback. And so Ogallala will take over 1st and 10 from their 20-yard line, and I think we're about to see something that we haven't seen all season, and that's a passing attack. I think these guys kind of like to throw it around the yard a little bit.
Yep, yeah, they run a spread offense, so they like to sling the ball around, but they're also pretty balanced, too, between the number of times that they like to run and the number of times they like to pass.
So they'll line it up. Out of the eye, 2 wides to the left side, 1 to the right. Now a man in motion. Boot out to the left side, throws the pass out there. It is complete out near the 30-yard line. As that is Clayton Murphy, the quarterback, completed it to Camden Deebs. And that is going to be very close to a first down, but just about 6 inches short. So 2nd down and short. Now they'll work out of the gun. Murphy takes the snap, hands it off to the back. He's across the 30, and that's an easy first down at the 32-yard line.
Yeah, this is gonna test us here tonight. They're up tempo, they're up at the line, they're ready to snap the ball. We have to be ready on our toes quickly.
Ogallala not wasting any time. They give it off to the back this time, and he is out there for a good 7-8 yard gain, as that is Dylan Zink with the first down carry. Brings up 2nd down and a long 2. Bunch set to the left side this time. Hand off to Zink again, breaks through a tackle. He's got a first down out near midfield. Mark him down at the 48-yard line of Ogallala. So Ogallala with some offensive success here early, and like we said earlier, this is not something the Mustangs have seen.
No, the only other time it would be Bennett County that did the same thing where everybody has their wristband on and getting the plays from the sideline, but this is a little different level, a little bit quicker.
A little higher level of competition here. Pass down the right side and incomplete. There was some hand fighting between the receiver and Morgan Holbert, but the ball was underthrown badly and falls incomplete. And so that'll bring up 2nd down and 10 with the ball at the Ogallala 48-yard line. 3 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in the first quarter. So 2 wides to each side, 1 back in the backfield with Murphy. Oh, man in motion on that jet action. They'll give it to him on the end around. The Mustangs got a hand on him, but he still falls forward for about 4 yards.
It was a good read. We were there. We just have to finish that play and make that play. You know, and if you notice this on defense there, we have our 4 down linemen, and then our other 4 linebackers are pretty close. Nobody deep back there. Morgan was coming up there in that safety position. I mean, he's a little further back now, but before they were all pretty close.
So trips to the left side. They give it off to Zink, and he powers his way forward for another 1st down. Good 3rd down play that time by Ogallala to move the sticks, and they'll have it 1st and 10 from the Mustang 41-yard line.
Yeah, Coach Lindholm told me that they do have a very good line. They're very effective, and they do very well on the run, and we're seeing it right now. They're quick off the ball, and they're pushing right up front. We got to get.
So Deebs, the running back, in there with Murphy in the backfield. A work from the gun again, 3 wides to the wide side of the field. Murphy takes the snap, gives it off to the back, and he is down for a gain of about 4 as Camden Deeds with another good 1st down run brings up 2nd down. They give him about 3 yards. 2nd down and 7. Ball on the Mustang 38-yard line. 2 minutes and 5 seconds clock running in the first quarter. The trips to the left side again. Swing pass to the left side, room to run, inside the 25, inside the 20, and out of bounds. And a good play that time by the Indians. And another 1st down as that's Jerron Tuttle. Give it off to Zink right up the middle this time, and he's down for a gain of about 5 yards to the 14.
You know, that zone look and around the corner, so it's testing us on the edges right now.
The clock. They take it into the touchdown. 14-yard carry for Zink.
Good answer to drive there by Ogallala.
Well, that makes it 7-6. And now Ogallala sets up for the PAT attempt. High snap. The kick is down, or the placement is down, and the kick is good. We are tied at 7. 1 minute left to go in the first quarter, and we are tied at 7.
You won't notice any untamed acreage here, a retaining wall that needs rebuilding, or an old gnarled tree stump in the middle of a field. Why? Because it's already been taken care of. That's why. New Holland has the power and versatility to create whatever world you imagine. Get 0% financing for up to 84 months on any compact tractor at your local New Holland dealer. New Holland, equipped for a new world.
So tied at 7 with 1 minute left to go in the first quarter. And that reminds us that the Italian Inn in Gordon serves up delicious burgers and steaks as well as great Italian food and much more in a friendly hometown atmosphere. They're open for lunch and dinner. The Italian Inn is located at 200 North Main Street in Gordon. Ogallala has it teed up and ready to give it back to the Mustangs here. Just a minute left in this first quarter. High short kick this time. Mustangs are going to try and return that. This is Caden, is that Caden Vincent,
Yep.
I believe, coming to the right side and down at the 35-yard line. So the Mustangs will go back to work and see if they can figure out how to find some yards, as Ogallala started to stack up the center of that line on that last drive.
Yeah, I don't expect us to veer from anything that we've seen, the first drive. We're just going to keep grounding and pounding it, and we'll set up for a play action and hopefully hit somebody down low or down deep in the field.
They give it off to Campbell, left side. Fights his way forward for about 3 yards. He'll be out close to the 40-yard line. Close to a 5-yard gain that time. And so second down and a long 5.
Yeah, Coach Lindholm said Corby's a player to watch tonight, and he's really been the key for every game. But he said after last week's game, his mentality was really well. His drive was really good at last week's game. If he can continue to do that, he'll control the game and help the Mustangs a lot.
Swing pass left side to Holbert, a little bit low, and they're going to say, luckily, that was an incomplete forward pass. Very, very close to being a backwards pass that time. But they'll say incomplete, and third down and 5 for the Mustangs.
Really close. Really close.
May have caught a break there. So 16 seconds left to go in this first quarter. Mustangs come to the line, third down and 5. Hinn will give it to Campbell. He'll try that left side. He's got room to run.
Baby.
Corey Campbell all the way home. That is a 6-pointer right there, folks. Corby Campbell takes it all the way to the end zone for 6.
And what happens is you get on defense, you get to think, well, we got to stop this run. We got to stop this run. And they were thinking of that, but they had everybody up. And all it takes is one little hole, and with Corby's speed and acceleration, you just can't catch him after that, and he showed that on that run. It just broke wide open. They couldn't get him, and it was just pay dirt.
He
Nothing
ran
but
through
green.
one arm tackle at the line of scrimmage, and there was nobody home in that secondary. So the PAT attempt. The kick is up, and it is good. And the Mustangs back out in front. A quick strike drive that time. 6 seconds is all that remained. That was a...
That's almost the end of the quarter killer. In some ways. I mean, there's still 3 quarters left to play, but man, when those quick hitters, those long ones hit you, it just takes a little bit of momentum away from you, and now it's back on our side of the field.
So the Mustangs back in front 14-7 with just 6 ticks left on the first quarter clock. And folks, it's time to check out the great selection of sale items now at Hinn's Clothing in Gordon. They also have a great selection of sportswear, casual wear, jeans, shoes, and much more. Come to Hinn's Clothing Center at 208 North Main Street in Gordon. Did you know that Strong Insurance is your independent insurance agency? They represent a variety of insurance companies, and they sell the products that most appropriately meet the needs of their clients. As an independent agent, they review many quotes and offer their clients the best policy options available. They don't work for any one insurance company. They work for you at Strong Insurance in downtown Gordon. So Corby Campbell has it teed up at the 40-yard line and ready to kick this one away. Low line drive kick again that's going to land at the 22, picked up at about the 16. Across the 25, across the 30, still on his feet, out across the 35 to the 38-yard line, and a good return that time by Camden Deebs. Sets up the Ogallala Indians in good field position, and they will start the second quarter, 1st and 10, at their own 38-yard line.
With the dawn of every new day come countless new demands. At New Holland, we know the value of reliable planting. That's why our P-Series air carts and drills give you precise control over your seeding, increasing accuracy and yield. When it comes time to harvest, the CR Series Combine offers superior quality, minimal grain loss, and increased visibility. Challenges will vary from day to day, but your answers to them won't. New Holland, equipped for a new world.
So Ogallala recognizing their state champion girls golf team. That hot off the press. That was just within the last day or two. And so congratulations to the Ogallala girls golf team, Class C state champions. So Ogallala takes over with 12 minutes on the clock. 1st and 10 from their own 39-yard line. So Murphy back to work out of the gun. Deebs takes that fake handoff, but the Mustangs there that
Great
time.
stop.
Right up the middle, and that was Jarrett Pieper, I believe, on the stop, bringing Dylan Zink down for no gain on the play.
That's a great way to start first down.
And a great thing to do is start the clock when the play runs, folks. Clock still stopped at 12 minutes. Still hasn't started yet. And here is a bootleg to the right side. Man open and complete. And a shoestring tackle. And that was an underthrown ball. But great adjustment. And Corbin Bailey got lost on the play.
The coverage was good. He was right there. He just turned around at the wrong time. And the kid from Ogallala, number 11, Lil Halligan, made a great catch.
And that is a big, tall receiver. I don't know.
Yeah, Brennan's a big kid.
But he stepped back and gathered in that underthrown ball. And now Ogallala set up 1st and 10 at the Mustang 15-yard line. And now they get the clock going. Clock operators thinks maybe the Ogallala Indians need a little more time to work with in this game. Now they'll bring a man in motion. They give it off to Deebs right up the middle, and he is stacked up at about the 10-yard line.
Quarterback had it.
Oh, did he still have it?
It was double fake. Quarterback kept it, and he slipped and fell. For a loss,
that was a
5-yard
fake.
loss.
That was a fantastic fake. Got me completely. So, yeah, loss on the play that time of about 4 yards.
Well, maybe Jordan can get us another camera and get us some more camera.
That's what we need, yeah. 11 minutes and 5 seconds, and now that clock runs. Brings up 2nd down and 14 with the ball back just at the 19-yard line. A little bit of a collision. Deebs with it this time, and he's inside the 10 and down to about the 7-yard line. That'll be just shy of a 1st down, but a good run that time by Camden Deebs.
I think it was the same play, just the other direction. They did that double fake there, and then this time the quarterback read it and handed it off.
Excuse me, that was Dylan Zink on the carry. Zink 29, Deebs 19. And now both of them in the eye behind Murphy. Murphy keeps it himself straight up the middle. And he is inside the 5. That'll be a 1st and goal for Ogallala from about the 1-yard line. So 1st and goal, 10:21 to go in the 1st quarter. Second quarter. I'm all over the place tonight.
What is your birthday?
Well, we'll blame it on that. Getting old. 1st and goal. Here they come to the line. Out of the eye again. 2 wides to the short side of the field. 1 to the right side. Mustangs making some defensive adjustments. And straight ahead into the end zone for another Ogallala score. And that was number 51. That is not on the rosters.
Cameron Raffelli. He's 20 and 51 on the.
He's 20. Oh, 20. Sure enough. Cameron Raffelli. So the PAT attempt is up, and it is good, and we are tied at 14 with 9:53 left to go in the 2nd quarter. After the 1-yard touchdown run, we are knotted at 14.
There is a new world out there, revealing itself in unpredictable ways. A world that demands more from the land and those who grow, farm, and build on it. This new world calls for the ingenuity to get more out of it, while preserving as much as we can. After all, to stay ahead of tomorrow, we need to be equipped for it today.
We are tied at 14 early in the second quarter. 9:53 left to go. And the Mustangs ready to get the football back. The defense has been at a premium so far in this first half.
Well, it's kind of like a deja vu game, really. You know, it's kind of like Mitchell. Mitchell was kind of like that too, up and down, and and it's, we're seeing the same colors for both teams too.
It is eerily similar.
So it's very eerily similar on this Friday the 13th. Let's hope we can pull out and do exactly what we did against Mitchell.
See if they can find some key turnovers. Was really the difference maker in that game against Mitchell. This kickoff is going to be fielded at the 15-yard line, up across the 30. Now on the good return.
Andy Higgins on the return.
Was that Andy?
Yep.
All right. Higgins on the return. 1st and 10. The Mustangs from their own 30-yard line. The Mustangs ready to go back to work. Ogallala, again, going to stack everybody up close to the line. Just the one deep safety. Trace Bagan split out wide to the left side. Campbell tries the right side this time. He's got 5, maybe 6 yards, perhaps even 7. Good first down run by Corby Campbell.
Yeah, I got a Mustang kind of gimping around there. Oh, number 58, Logan Dexter, must have tweaked a little bit of something. Let's hope he can kind of walk that off, shake that off, and stay in there.
So the clock runs under 9 minutes and 20 seconds in this second quarter. Campbell tries the right side again, runs through a tackle early, and then brought down for a gain of about a yard or a yard and a half. It'll bring up 3rd down and 1.
And these are the distances we want on 3rd down. 3rd and close, something that we can either continue to run it, or we could run a little quick play action or something here. So, I think, the coach has got to be happy with when we have been in 3rd down. We've been right where we want to be, close enough where we can do what we want to do on offense.
So Holbert in motion. Campbell has it right straight ahead. Another big run for Corby Campbell. Keeps his feet. 40, 35, running away and down to the 25-yard line. Goes big number 24, Corby Campbell, with the big 3rd down run. Sets the Mustangs up in great shape just outside the 25 of Ogallala.
Yeah, just slipped that last tackle to break it out on the open. I was hoping that the afterburners could really get on, but that kid had a great angle on him and made the tackle. But great run again by Corby. He's really, really running hard tonight.
Well, and that's the danger you run if you're Ogallala. You stack everybody up at the line, and it doesn't take much to spring through there.
And it turns into a great situation for us, because if there's one man left, it's one-on-one, and I take Corby a lot of the times to win that.
Absolutely. 1st and 10 Mustangs, and we've got movement. The Mustangs walking back 5 yards, as it is an illegal procedure penalty on the Mustangs with 8:03 to go in the second quarter. So the Mustangs, like you said, have done a great job of staying on schedule for the most part in this game.
Well, it's Coach Lindholm would tell you, we're a running team. That's what we want to be. We want to be tough. We want to be physical, and we're going to get right after you. And the O-line so far has played a phenomenal game.
So 1st down and 15 now for the Mustangs. Campbell off the right side and has his legs cut right out from underneath of him after a gain of about a half a yard is all.
Yeah, good tackle there by number 52 for Ogallala, Jimmy Ryan.
He fired right through the gap and took the legs out from underneath of Corby. 7.5 to go in the second quarter. 2nd down and 14 now.
Play action could be a play here, that we would run. This is probably a decent time to do it. 2nd and 15, maybe loosen them up and catch somebody sleeping and find a receiver.
Hen drops straight back to pass this time, steps up into the pocket, throws it down there and over the head of Morgan Holbert.
Yeah.
Had him open at the goal line, but just a little bit too tall. And Carson was feeling a little bit of heat that time.
Yeah, it was coming right towards the end there, a little heat on him. I think that's a great play call, stretching out the offense there and stretching out the defense. I expect us to come right back and probably, try to do it again here.
Third down and 15, 14, it's a long ways. Clock stopped at 7:03 in this second quarter. Carson Hen drops straight back to pass again. Looks, now throws it short. That is complete to Trace Bagan, and he is going to be forced out of bounds after a gain of only about 5 or 6 yards.
Got a pretty good yardage gain there, It puts us in 4th, and I thought he was up there more towards the 20. Well, I guess we're 4th and 9, so it is what it is. The great plays that we run are when our receivers run out and they find that soft spot in that zone, and usually they're running a curl or just a sit route, and Carson really has great timing with those guys on that. Let's hope we can maybe run one of these here.
So 4th down and 9, and now Campbell motions out of the backfield to the left side. Carson Hen straight back to pass, under pressure, and he is going to be dropped. Carson Hen sacked on the play. That defensive end came around the left side, forced Carson to tuck it and run, and nowhere to go with it, and they turn it over on downs.
No, good play by defense there. They did what they needed to do to get out of that 4th down there and turn over on downs. So we got to buckle it up now, back on defense.
So 6 minutes and 50 seconds left to go in this first half. Ogallala's got it 1st and 10, ball at their own 28-yard line. So the defense finally gets a stop in the game, and now Ogallala goes to work. They'll have wideouts to each side, 2 of them. 1 man in the backfield with Murphy, and that's Dylan Zink. Drops back to pass, looks, goes right down the middle, and that is entered. Oh! In and out of the hands of Andy Higgins. He had it in his mitts and couldn't hold on.
Yeah, I think he read that for a long time and knew exactly what he wanted to do with it. He did every aspect of it except finishing it and holding it. But that's a great play by Andy to disrupt it, stop it for no gain.
Laid out and had that one in his hands, but the ground jarred it loose, and it brings up 2nd down and 10. They give it off to Zink this time, and that is a short gain of only about a yard or 2. And that'll bring up third down and long for Ogallala. 6:30 to go in the first half. Tied at 14 here from Ogallala. Ogallala really taking their time getting this play in. Usually they move at a lot faster tempo than this. So 3rd down and 8. Twins to each side. 1 back in the backfield with Murphy, and now a timeout's going to be called as Ogallala is running out of time. So a timeout called on the field. And it gives us a chance to remind you to stop into True Value of Gordon and check out their fall into winter sale. It's going on now. Save big on snow blowers, DeWalt drills, gas-powered leaf blowers, and buy 2, get 1 free on Easy Care paints at True Value in Gordon. And Grocery Mart is your locally owned hometown grocery store. This week, enjoy big savings on select General Mills products. Boneless beef top round roast, pork chops, yogurt, and much more. Grocery Mart is open 7 days a week, and you can find them at 228 North Main Street in Gordon. And Sides in Milburn Ford is your local Ford dealer, and they offer a great selection of new Fords and quality used vehicles. Sides in Milburn also offers service and detailing and is a dealer of Bad Boy mowers. See their full inventory at sidesinmilburn.com or stop by their lot on Highway 20 in Rushville. 3rd down and 8, 6:02 left to go in the second quarter. The Mustang defense trying to get a stop here. Bunch formation tight to the right side. Murphy drops straight back to pass. Looks, goes over the middle, lofts one up there, and it is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. That was a dangerous pass as Caden Vincent was out there, and he was actually the one that had the best shot at it. Wide receiver came over his back and nearly got a hold of it, but that one was just begging for disaster.
Yeah, you know, I think Caden saw it coming into his hands, and the receiver, I think, made a good play and just kind of knocked it out because I don't think he thought he could catch it. So fortunate for Ogallala there for not an interception.
So Nelson and Higgins back deep for the Mustangs to field this punt. Good punt. And this will be Higgins taking the fair catch at the 35-yard line. High punt with a lot of hang time, no return. And the Mustangs will be set up 1st and 10 at their own 35.
Well, coming after, you know, 4 scores back-to-back, you know, now both defensive have maybe settled down a little bit and got you know, that we didn't convert on 4th down there. We stopped them on 3rd, and they had to punt. Let's see if we can get our offense rolling again here and get Corby in the open for a score.
5:47 to go in the second quarter. Trace Bagan down to the near side of the field. They give it to Campbell off the right side. Fights his way forward for a gain of about 3 or 4 yards that time. They'll mark him down at the 39-yard line. They'll give him 5, so a good run on 1st down.
Yep. Just what you want to do on 1st down.
And plenty of time here for the Mustangs to work. Just under 5.5 to go in this second quarter. And after a well, unique but pretty miserable game weather-wise last week, it doesn't get much better than this for a mid-October football game. Toss play left side to Campbell. Cuts it upfield across the 40, 45, 50.
Yeah,
Corby Campbell is on the run again, folks. Look out. Here's another one. And he is all the way home. That is a 61-yard touchdown scamper by Corby Campbell.
If you notice back home on that play, there were 9 people within that box area, they like to say, you know, in order to stop that run. And as I mentioned earlier, you know, if you have everybody stacked up there and if you can get a hat on a hat, if you're an offensive line, all it takes is one little crease, and Corby has the speed to make it, and you just saw it again.
And Dylan Holman to try the PAT. The snap, the hold, the kick. And the Mustangs out in front, 21-14.
When the field is your office, you never get tired of going to work. Cut, rake, bale, repeat. New Holland offers the power and versatility to get through the day. From small squares to large squares and everything in between, New Holland has you covered. Visit your local dealer today to find out more. New Holland, equipped for a new world.
.501 left to go, as that was a quick strike again by the Mustangs. And that one taking all of 46 seconds on that drive. And that is 120 yards approximately on 2 runs for Corby Campbell. A couple of big scoring runs and then another one of about 30 on that previous drive. So the Mustangs out in front, 21-14. Campbell with another one of those low line drive kicks. This one gathered in at about the 16, across the 25 to the 30. Bounces off a tackler at the 35, spins around and down finally at the 39-yard line, as that was Deebs on the run back that time, and sets Ogallala in good shape at their own 39. 4:53 to go in this first half. So the Mustang defense got it done on the last drive. Let's see what they've got here.
I think what we're seeing on defense, too, is we're stopping the run initially at the line of scrimmage really well, which has negated a lot of their big runs and opportunities to pass the ball.
So trips to the wide side of the field. They'll give it off to the back, and stacked up for a short gain there on first down.
Yeah, good fill there by Tommy Bragg and Jarrett Pieper. Good fill on that.
Well, that was Dylan Zink with the 2-yard carry. Brings up second down and 8. 4 minutes and 35 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Clock runs. Trips again to the left side of the field. Everybody checks their wristband.
Yep.
Zink moves over to the right side of Murphy. Murphy takes the snap and hands it off to Zink. He's got the first down and just brought down at the Mustang 46-yard line. So a good carry that time by Zink.
Yeah, big gain tackle there by Jarrett Pieper. He could have gone for a few more yards there, but Jarrett brought him down. So just as they say, we're stopping the run, they'd reel off some nice runs here. So let's get a stop, boys.
So 3 wides to the left side this time. Murphy out of the gun. Fakes the give to Zink. Quick pass on the slant and incomplete. He had it in his hands but couldn't control it, as that was Halligan again on the almost catch. And it'll bring up second down and 10.
Yeah, good route there by 11. He just needs to haul it in now.
A good job by Corbin Bailey to get a hand in there and jar that loose. 2 wides to each side this time. They'll give it off to Zink, and he's going to be down to around the 41-yard line. It'll bring up third down and about 5. 3 minutes and 40 seconds to go in this first half. The Mustangs with a 7-point lead at 21-14.
This is a good down for us here. You know, this is where we want them. You know, third and at least 6 to go is a little more difficult here to make than third and short. So let's see us to get another stop.
Got that bunch set to the left side. Quarterback's going to keep it himself. This is Murphy. He's across the 35, inside the 30, and down to the Mustang 26-yard line, and that was a good read that time by Murphy.
Yeah, that bunch set on that left side kind of makes you think that something may be happening after that side. He fakes it and reads it and cuts it back to the right side for a good gain for a first down. So that was a good play call there.
And with 3:04 left to go in this first half, the Mustangs are going to call a timeout.
That's a good timeout. You know, we've been out there for quite a while. You know, it's been up and down, up and down. It's a chance for us to get a breather here, just to regain what we need to do on defense and get a little water break there.
And with 3 minutes left, the Ogallala Indians certainly don't need 3 minutes to either score or run out of downs, and so a good chance to, try and right the ship and rally the troops here just a little bit, as it'll be 1st and 10 for Ogallala. Ball between their own 31 and 32-yard lines. And this is a drive that started at their own 39. Good field position to start this drive. But they've got that running game working just a little bit here on this drive again to make things difficult for the Mustangs. So 2 wide outs to the right side. They'll work out of the eye. Murphy goes under center this time. They give it off to the fullback right straight up the middle, and he's going to have good yardage all the way down to the 20-yard line. It'll bring up second down and about 4. .245 to go in the second quarter. Deebs heads to the sideline. And now Zink is the fullback in this I formation. Now Murphy looks like he's changing the play. Back under center he goes, takes the snap. They're going to give it off to the I back this time. This is a good run off the left side, a good tough run all the way down inside the 10-yard line, as that is Raffaelli on the carry, and that'll move the chains. And a 1st and 10 for Ogallala.
Yeah, good hard run there. We got to lock it in here now. Our linebackers need to start filling a little bit quicker. when those holes are forming, we got to fill quick and fast, and break down and make the tackle.
So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Out of the eye again. 2 wide to the right side, 1 to the left. They give to Zink, the first man through, and he is going to be down inside the 5 to about the 2, maybe the 1-yard line. There goes Zink, and that'll be 2nd down and goal from about the 1. 1:45 left to go in this first half. Murphy has the play. Zink, the fullback. Raffaelli is the I-back. And now Murphy looking back over to the sideline, not in any hurry here. They're trying to run some more time off of the clock.
With good reason.
Not trying to let the Mustangs have a chance. Murphy keeps it himself, goes straight forward and into the end zone on the sneak.
It's just going to be a track meet here, Clint. It's just what the game's going to be like. It's how it started, in the first quarter, and it's just going to be that way.
So 1:15 left to go in this first half. And the PAT try to attempt to even this one up, and it is good. We are tied at 21 apiece with 1:15 left to go in the first half. We'll keep it right here and tell you that Great Plains Communications offers fast internet speeds to keep up with the growing demands of your home or business. See what's available in your area by visiting our new forward-thinking website, www.gpcom.com. Come see the pros at Napa Auto Parts in Gordon for all of your automotive parts and service needs. They're open from 7 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and 7 to 12:30 on Saturdays at the corner of 1st and Main in Gordon. And also like to encourage everyone to come out to Rushville tomorrow for the Fall Fun Fest happening in downtown Rushville. Lots of vendors, got some food and all kinds of activities, duck races, and lots of fun stuff. So I encourage you to come out downtown Rushville tomorrow starting at 10 o'clock. Hope to see you there. And then take part in the bra bust. That's tomorrow night. Part of those proceeds will be given to the Care Foundation. I think they've got 20 bras that they'll be auctioning off that have been decorated and donated by various people. High short kick, and that is,
get on
ball is loose, and Ogallala's going to have it. A Mustang had his hands on it but couldn't squeeze it, and now Ogallala with a golden opportunity here with 1 minute and 11 seconds left to go.
Not for sure if that's how Coach on Ogallala's side, drew that up, but it worked to their advantage there. That was an interesting play.
Well, I think that may have been Tommy Bragg that had his hands on it but couldn't quite haul it in. And Ogallala with the big break here. Out of the eye they go. Murphy under center. Murphy's going to give it off to Raffaelli, and he is cut down after a short gain. I think that was Corby Campbell getting in there to trip him up.
And this first half has been pretty clean, as far as laundry. We haven't seen a lot of penalties, too, that I can think of. So both lines are really doing a good job of not getting caught holding.
So they give it off to Zink. The first man through runs over a tackler inside the 30, and now 40 seconds with the clock running in this first half. It'll bring up 3rd down and about 2 for Ogallala. Ogallala with 2 timeouts left, but now the clock under 30 seconds. So we'll see what they do here. They'll give it off to Raffaelli, and the Mustangs trying to pull that football loose. And he is down, should have a 1st down. That'll stop the clock, and actually a timeout called by Ogallala with 19 seconds left. They'll have it 1st and 10 from the Mustang 26-yard line. 19 seconds to work and 1 timeout. And a reminder, make sure you get those tweets in. We want to hear from everybody where you're watching from this evening. include the handle at SC Journal Star, and we'll have that running at the half. The certified public accounting firm of Gardner, Lautzenheiser & Ryan wishes good luck to the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs. Visit with CPAs Sarah Ritgarn or Mike Coombs or any of the other professional staff at 216 South Main Street in Gordon. You can call 282-0842 for all of your tax, payroll, and accounting needs. GLR CPAs, big firm ability, small town personality. Go Mustangs. And come bank with the best. Bank of the West offers banking services, including mortgages. Come enjoy their welcoming atmosphere. The coffee pot is always on at the Bank of the West. 19 seconds in this first half. Murphy will work out of the gun. Halligan is the wide out to the short side of the field, and now a little swing pass, and that is diagnosed quickly by the Mustangs. Morgan Holbert drags him down for a big loss on the play, and a quick timeout called. That'll be the last timeout of the first half for Ogallala. Not sure what the plan was on that play there, but it did not go at all the way that Ogallala had thought that it was going to.
No, I liked it. I hope they do it again.
13.6 seconds left. Almost makes you wonder if that was going to be a
halfback pass or something
like that. They had Al Halligan going on a go route down the sideline, but Morgan Holbert quickly in there to disrupt that play. So 13 seconds left to go in this first half, and not a breath of wind. The flag at the far end of the field is completely limp, and just a gorgeous night.
It's beautiful out.
So you got to expect that Ogallala is either going to try a mid-range pass to the sideline or try and get it to the end zone on a couple of tries here. They'll work from the gun, 3 wide outs to the left side of the field this time. Murphy drops straight back under pressure, and that is complete at the 15-yard line. That'll stop the clock to move the chains at the 15, 7 seconds left. Ogallala lines up, and they will spike the ball here. They wind the clock, spikes it with 4.4 seconds left to go in the half, and time for one more play for Ogallala. See if maybe they're going to try a field goal here. No, now they're going to call the kicker back.
That's fortunate there for the Mustangs. Just backs it up a little bit further and makes it a little bit more difficult to kick a field goal from there.
As they had number 7, Casey Hinton, was started out onto the field, but then called back after that penalty. So that'll make it first down. That really doesn't matter with 4.4 seconds left on the clock, but it's back at the 20-yard line. And so instead of the field goal attempt, now Ogallala will try to get it to the end zone. A little bit of confusion.
Looks like confusion out there.
Ogallala out of timeouts. Bunch set to the right side, one wide receiver to the left. Murphy drops back under pressure, throws it to the right corner of the end zone, and that is out of bounds. Threw it just a little bit too far, trying to get it to big number 11.
Brennan Halligan,
but incomplete. So at the half, we are tied at 21. Entertaining first half. We look forward to the second. Thanks for joining us. We'll step aside and be back in just a bit here on SheridanCountyJournalStar.net.
Good evening and welcome to the halftime show presented by the Ogallala High School Marching Indian Band. The human heart and emotions are explored in tonight's show, Heart by Randall Standridge. Beginning with a heartbeat in the drums.
And just so that we don't end up with the problem like we did a week ago, we are very, very nervous about copyrighted music coming over the broadcast. We found that out the hard way last week and wouldn't let anybody watch the replay of the game. So unfortunately, we're not going to be able to take in much of this Ogallala Marching Band halftime show. But we will be back in just a bit here on SheridanCountyJournalStar.net. We would also like to tell you, we got to clear some things out here, about the Gordon Memorial Hospital Foundation's Diamonds and Denim Dinner and Auction. And this is to support the purchase of a chest of drawers and a nightstand for Gordon Countryside Care residents. This is going to be happening November 4th. That's a couple of Saturdays from now, maybe 3 weeks from now, but November 4th. Social hour is at 5:30, dinner at 6:30, and the auction is at 7:30. And, of course, this all happening at the Gordon American Legion. Tickets are $25 per person in advance, $30 a person at the door. You can get tickets at the Rushville Clinic, the Gordon Memorial Hospital, and the Gordon Chamber of Commerce. Again, that's the Diamonds and Denim Dinner and Auction to support Countryside Care residents Saturday, November 4th at the Gordon American Legion. While we have an opportunity here, got a note from Berkeley Haig. You'll recognize Berkeley running the camera at our volleyball action. Berkeley says the junior class fundraiser, the Haunted House, runs the 26th, 27th, 28th, and 29th. Each night, it's from 7 to 9 o'clock, except on Saturday. On Saturday, it's from 7 to 11 o'clock, and the Lights On No Scare tours occur from 7 to 8 o'clock. So again, come in and support the Gordon-Rushville junior class. That is a haunted house on South Main Street or just south of the highway in Rushville. You'll be able to find it with no problem. So stop in and enjoy some Halloween fun and support the Gordon-Rushville junior class 26th, 27th, 28th, and 29th.
City Council would like to thank all those who helped.
Do you have enough cash to protect you and your family in the event of an illness or injury? Do you have a safety net? This is major medical insurance. We all know that it's something our family shouldn't live without. If something unfortunate happens, it helps cover most of our medical expenses like our doctor's bills or prescriptions. But while you're focusing on getting better, who's helping with the other expenses in your life? The important things, the things your family needs and cares about. Aflac helps pick up where major medical leaves off, and it helps cover the expenses that matter most. Aflac knows it's hard to go without cash, even for a short period of time. That's why it pays you cash quickly. You can use the cash to help with essential things like your mortgage, your groceries, or you can use it to help with unexpected costs like transportation to the doctor or childcare while you're trying to get well. Aflac offers a wide range of policies that fit most budgets. So if something like this happens, you can protect things like this and help provide your family with a safety net. Get Aflac in addition to your major medical and let them work together to help protect your family. Aflac, we've got you under our wing.
So about 6 minutes left to go before the start of the second half. The Mustangs and Ogallala Indians tied at 21 apiece here at halftime. Glad to have you along with us, and whole lots of folks on Twitter, and certainly thank you to everyone for all of the birthday wishes. It is very much appreciated. So thanks so very much. Just trying to keep you up to date here. Yeah, just about 6 minutes now before the start of the second half. Neither team back out on the field yet. We'll step aside for word from some of our sponsors and be back here in just a minute on SheridanCountyJournalStar.net.
Revealing itself in unpredictable ways. A world that demands more from the land and those who grow, farm, and build on it. This new world calls for the ingenuity to get more out of it, while preserving as much as we can. After all, to stay ahead of tomorrow, we need to be equipped for it today.
Folks, Hin's Home Furnishings offers a full line of appliances, sofas, recliners, mattresses, and much more. And if you don't see what you're looking for, they can get it for you. They also offer free local delivery. Remember, every dollar you spend locally keeps money in our community. And here is a novel idea, folks. Keep your car, trade in your loan. Refinancing with State Farm could save you hundreds. Before high car payments get you down, give us an opportunity to help bring them down with great rates and no closing costs or hidden fees. Stop in and see State Farm Insurance Agent Bob Alcorn in downtown Gordon today. And the First National Bank in Gordon proudly celebrates over 125 years of locally made decisions and supporting our community. Welcome back to school, Mustangs, and good luck this season. Ask about their competitive student checking accounts. Some other information for you. The Gordon Memorial Health Services will be providing seasonal flu shots on Wednesday, October 18th from 4:30 to 5:30 at the Rushville Clinic. Again, if you need a flu shot and you are in Rushville, the Gordon Memorial Health Services providing seasonal flu shots this coming Wednesday, October 18th from 4:30 to 8:30 p.m. at the Rushville Clinic. And also, don't forget to come and help the Gordon Memorial Hospital Foundation purchase new furniture for the residents of Countryside Care and have a great time in the process. The annual Diamonds and Denim Dinner and Auction will be held Saturday, November 4th at the Gordon American Legion. There will be a social hour at 5:30, dinner at 6:30, and an auction at 7:30. Tickets are available at the Rushville Clinic, the Gordon Memorial Hospital, and the Gordon Chamber of Commerce, as well as at the door. Certainly cheaper if you purchase those ahead of time. Encourage you to do that. Take part in all of the festivities at the Gordon American Legion. That is Saturday, November 4th. So just a couple of minutes away from the kickoff of the second half. Corby Campbell with a big night so far. He's got to be really close to 200 yards in that first half.
Yeah, he has to. He ripped off, two 60-yard runs, touchdown runs there. He's had a slew of other yards in between there, so he's going to be getting close to that 200-yard mark. And I would imagine with the way we run the ball as often as we do, and if we can maintain a lead, or stay close, we'll continue to run the ball. So he, possible 250 night, 275. Just kind of depends on how Ogallala defends as well. But I think Coach Haig, Coach Lindholm, on the offense should be pretty happy with how they're performing up front. As Ogallala has a pretty good little defensive front there, it's really been Corby's ability to get through the holes that our line has made quickly and then accelerating. I mean, it's just as simple as I can say. He just accelerates past that hole so quickly that he just is hard to catch. And he's a load to take down, too. So, he's really a multifaceted back, and he's a good back for us. And as Coach Lindholm said, he thought he was the kid to watch tonight because he did really well last week, had a great attitude, was doing great at practice, and really everything that Coach Lindholm said is continuing over from what happened last week.
Well, every one of those big runs, he's run through at least one arm tackle before he really got things going, and hard to bring down, exactly like you said. He had 309 against Mitchell a few weeks ago, and so when you give him the opportunity, he can gobble up yards in a big hurry. So we are just about ready to get this second half underway here from Ogallala. Tied at 21 as we get ready to start the third quarter. And it would appear that the Mustangs are going to get the ball to start the second half. They got the ball to start the first half, so this is a little odd.
And I wasn't here to see who won the toss, so I guess they must have deferred. Ogallala?
Well, yeah. Well, I didn't see the toss either, but this is strange because the Mustangs took that opening drive and took it down and stuck it in the end zone.
Guess we'll take it again.
Not playing for the wind because there's not a breath of wind out here. So the Mustangs with maybe a little bit of a bonus here. Maybe Ogallala thinks they've figured out how to stop the Mustangs on defense, but they'll take it. This is Andrew Higgins from the 15 to the 20. Running to his right, cuts it upfield across the 25, and slips down at about the 26-yard line to start the second half.
Got decent field position for us to start this half. You're going to watch us at home. We're going to run the ball, so be ready.
Be ready. Not a whole lot of suspense there, and you're not going to have to work very hard to figure out what formation they're going to run it out of. So the Mustangs line it up, 1st and 10. Ball at their own 26-yard line, ready to go to work here to start the second half. Jared Nelson is the lone wide out to the near side. Give it off to Corby Campbell, right straight up the middle. He's got the 30-yard line, fights his way to the 31, stacked up there after a gain of about 4.5 or 5 yards. We'll bring up, call it 2nd down and 6. And it gets that clock running with 11:33 to go in the third quarter. Clint Anderson along with Casey Slama and Zach Giles behind the camera tonight. Zach, not the reason to be up here running this camera that he really wanted to. He's got a knee injury and so can't be down on the field, but does a fantastic job filming these games for us. Here's Corby Campbell cutting it up the field up to about the 32-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd down and a long 3.
Number 29 for Ogallala made that tackle towards the end, just dove at Corby's feet and stopped him from getting a few more yards. 3rd and 4, not as close as we want to be, but, I think we'll take it. Our line has really been playing well. Let's continue to have that happen this half, boys.
Well, 59 degrees on the thermometer here, as that's a gain out close to 1st down yardage, but I think going to be just about a yard short.
Yeah, just short on that, it appeared. So this will be a tough decision here.
So we'll see what the Mustangs decide to do. It's going to be 4th down. Actually, now they're going to measure this closer than what it originally looked like. And knowing the Mustang coach's state of mind, I can't imagine that they won't try to go for it here on 4th and inches, even if they don't get it.
Yeah, I predict number 4 taking the snap and just pushing right up the middle.
And it's all academic as it is a 1st down. Good spot that time.
All right.
And so 1st and 10 Mustangs, 10:32 to go in the third quarter.
so important to get that first down coming out of halftime. Just kind of gets things going for you. You know, you did what you needed to do on offense, and now you got another opportunity to get it done again.
Carson Hinn under center. Gives it off to Campbell left side. He's got the 40 and out close to the 45-yard line. Good first down yardage that time of about 8 yards for Corby Campbell.
Yeah, you see Jared Nelson at the bottom of your screen there. He just went on a go route, and the defensive back stayed with him. So, you know, the DB's doing a good job there by recognizing that, you know, because if he was sleeping, Jared can go back and say, hey, hit me, hit me. You know, we're wide open on this side.
9:45 to go, third quarter. Mustangs on the move, 2nd down and 2. Corby Campbell right side this time, across the 45, down to about the 40, or out to about the 46 or 47. That's going to be close to a first down. And that will be a first down. They'll move the chains. 1st and 10 Mustangs.
Speaking of Jared, I just saw him on that play. Sealed that edge rusher for Ogallala, which gave Corby the lane to get the first down. So good block by Jared. They're maintaining that block on that DN. So spring Corby for the first down. So well done.
Mustangs 1st and 10 from the 47. Jared Nelson still the wide out to the right side. Toss play to the left side for Corby Campbell. Got a blocker in front of him. That's Pieper across the 50-45 and out of bounds inside the 40-yard line, and a late flag comes in.
I can play face mask. Face mask. Friday the 13th.
That thing, they mark him out of bounds at the 39-yard line, but the flag on the field. The only penalty of the first half on Ogallala was a personal foul penalty, and they start out the second half with another one. So 2 penalties and 30 yards on those 2 penalties against the Ogallala Indians. This one's going to, in about the same spot on the field, is going to set the Mustangs up in great shape at about their 25-yard line. They will set it down at the 24 of Ogallala.
Yeah. And what you saw there on that toss play was something we didn't really see the first half from Coach. He never really called those toss plays. It's really been in between the tackles for the most part. And then that time he swung it out to the outside and got a great gain. And then the penalty adds even extra yards.
So 1st and 10 Mustangs. Pressure right up the middle.
Yeah.
Corby trying to break it outside, trying to stiff arm a man, runs over top of him and gets down inside the 20, and that was all Corby Campbell.
Tough run there by Corby. Stopped at least 2-3 yards in the backfield. Stiffed armed the kid, bounced it to the left side, and made a good 2-yard gain there. That's what you're going to see now from Ogallala's defense. They're going to be starting blitzing to stop that run. You know, as long as our line can get hat-to-hat, as I mentioned before, and we can get a small hole, Corby can take advantage of that. And once he's, 5 yards past, he's gone.
And it's that gambling that creates the opportunity for those huge plays. Toss play to the right side for Corby Campbell. Cuts it up the field inside the 20. Works back, and the flag comes down. Brought down at about the 19-yard line.
A real holding, I think, on the Mustangs this time.
And that's exactly what it is. And so that will be a painful one. The Mustangs with just 1 penalty in that first half, I think, for 5 yards.
Yeah.
This is going to be costly here. As it'll make it 2nd down and a whole bunch. 8:15 to go in the third quarter. And again, if you're looking for some good Halloween fun, support the Gordon-Rushville Junior High class. Come out to their haunted house in Rushville, just south of the highway on Main Street. The 26th through the 29th. So the Mustangs will set up shop here all the way back at the 35-yard line on a 2nd down and a whole bunch. Ogallala gambling again. Carson Hinn throws it down the middle. He's got a man there, and Morgan Holbert couldn't quite pull it in. We saw that play in the first half and was just over his extended fingertips. This one a little bit closer, but still not able to haul it in was Morgan Holbert.
Yeah, what a great route there. Great play call, because we have really a one-on-one situation with the safety in Morgan. And just 2 opportunities there, the one in the first half and then right now, that just were just a fraction away from being completed. So, we're there. We got to keep going. I guess let's do it again.
So 3rd down and 25 for the Mustangs. Holbert in motion to the left side. Carson Hinn straight back to pass. Wants to go left side. Throws it out there. It is complete to Trace Bagan, out of bounds. That's going to be short of the first down yardage, but gets him back in striking distance at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, because we're going to go for it, would be my anticipation here. So that's a pretty good gain. We got about 14 yards on that play there, so it shortens up now to 4th and 8, 4th and 7. So that's a little bit more manageable than 4th and 14, what we had it before.
Absolutely. Jared Nelson, the wide out to the near side. Hinn drops back to pass. Boots out to the right side, under pressure, throws it, and it is incomplete. Very close to an interception that time, trying to get it to Jared Nelson. A good defensive play that time on 4th down, and so the Mustangs turn it over on downs. And Ogallala takes over at their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, pressure by Ogallala there on Carson. Just he couldn't get his feet set to make a good solid throw. He had Jared there, if he could have set his throw and really fired one in there. So good play by Ogallala. Well, now we got to play a little defense here now.
So tied at 21, 7:47 left to go 3rd quarter, and Ogallala with their first crack at it here in the second half. 2 wide outs to each side. The Mustangs come up and press. Murphy gives it to that first man through, and that is Zink on the carry, and he's going to have only about a couple of yards that time. Brings up 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, fortunate there. I think the running back, we had somebody dive, and then the running back just jumped over the top of whoever was coming right there for a short gain.
Give it to Zink again. Nice hole this time across the 30. And that'll be good for first down yardage across the 30-yard line.
Just that little lead option play where the quarterback's reading what the defensive end is doing and decides whether to, hand it off to that running back or to tuck it under himself and make a run. And he's making some pretty good decisions handing it off to his running back.
So 1st and 10, Ogallala from their 31-yard line. They give it to Zink again, stacked up for a gain of only about a yard or 2 that time.
Caden Vincent on that tackle really did a good job staying home and meeting the running back in the hole there. So good job, Caden Vincent.
So the Mustangs are doing a good job of winning the battle on first down. They've got them 2nd down and 7 or 8 yards to go. Ogallala looks to the sideline to get the play. Not quite as sharp as they were in that first half. They're getting those plays in. 2 wide outs to the right side, 1 to the left. They'll work from the eye. Murphy goes under center. Give it to the first man through. Stacked up. Not much there for Zink again. It'll bring up 3rd down and about 3 yards to go.
Looked like it was a direct snap to the back. I was looking somewhere else, but I saw the quarterback jump in the air, kind of trying like a fake, like the snap went over his head or something. So it looked like a direct snap to the back.
Well, maybe that's what it was. 6 minutes left to go in this 3rd quarter. 3rd down and 3. Give it to Raffaelli, and he is going to have the first down by about a yard. Good, tough run.
Yeah, they're just pulling their guards out and just making a lane in order for Raffaelli to get some good yards there. So that was a good, hard play there.
Well, moves the sticks and a fresh set of downs for Ogallala. 5 minutes, 49 seconds left to go, 3rd quarter. And Ogallala on the move here. Give it to Raffaelli. Hit in the backfield, but falls ahead for a gain of about 3 yards.
Yeah, that good push up front there by Ogallala's offensive line. We got to get it tightened down there up front.
Raffaelli is not a speedster, but he is a big, tough back.
Yeah.
He just lumbers ahead, and it is hard to bring him down. 2nd down and 7. They've found something they like with this I formation. Give it to Zink this time. First man through, and he's got room to run. Jared Nelson about the only man with a chance to get him, and he is going to be all the way to the end zone. Zink takes it in for 6. And for the first time tonight, Ogallala with the lead. (27-21), 5:07 to go in the third quarter, and Ogallala takes the lead. Now they're going to come back and huddle up, and looks like maybe they're going to go for 2 this time.
Interesting.
Well, both teams had, and there's a flag as you had 12 men in the huddle. Can't do that.
Yep.
The flag comes in. The coach out here pleading his case, but it will be illegal substitution called against Ogallala. And so instead of a 2-yard try, it'll be a 7-yard attempt. And this will bring on the kicker, and they will go back to the PAT.
You know, interesting to see. It's been a game where, PATs have been kicked every time a touchdown has been scored. Why you wouldn't want to do that again is pretty interesting to me.
And this one nearly blocked by the Mustangs, but it is up and it is good. And it extends the lead to 28-21 with 5:07 to go in the third quarter.
You won't notice any untamed acreage here, a retaining wall that needs rebuilding, or an old gnarled tree stump in the middle of a field. Why? Because it's already been taken care of. That's why. New Holland has the power and versatility to create whatever world you imagine. Get 0% financing for up to 84 months on any compact tractor at your local New Holland dealer. New Holland, equipped for a new world.
So 5:07 left to go third quarter, and Ogallala takes the lead for the first time. They lead it by a touchdown, 28-21. The Mustangs had a good drive on that first possession of the second half, but turned it over on downs after the holding penalty knocked them off the rails a bit. We'll see if they can get back on track here. Ogallala with a kick that's going to go out of bounds, and that'll set the Mustangs up in good field position here. They tried to angle that kick, or I think they tried to angle it. Instead, it went sharply out of bounds at about the 29-yard line of the Mustangs, and so that'll set Gordon-Rushville up in good shape to start this drive. Start off at their own 35. 5:07 to go, third quarter. Mustangs ready to go back to work. Nelson, the wide out to the near side. Campbell looking for some running room around that left side. Not going to find much there. No gain on the play.
You know, it's so hard to sustain, and stay fresh and give your best, well, because a lot of these players are playing both ways, so they're playing hard, and they're just expending so much energy, but they sure have to get a drive together right now. We got to keep a score to keep pace here, because the more we run, the more time comes off the clock, and the same thing for them. So time gets to be precious.
They give it to Campbell right straight up the middle, but only a gain of about a yard that time. And back to that point, as you look at the two rosters, Ogallala with a third again as many players on the roster as what the Mustangs have. And so, yeah, it is rough duty for these guys that are out there playing both ways. And like I say, that's most all of them.
Yep, it is. We got to sustain better blocks, though, here. These last two plays, we haven't sustained our blocks, and the D linemen have been making the tackles. We got to continue to sustain those blocks up front so we can get to the second level.
So 3rd down and 8 for the Mustangs here. Not really where they want to be. And now we've got a flinch by one of the Mustang offensive linemen, and that'll make it 3rd down and about 13. Carson Hinn with a hard count, but unfortunately it worked against his own offensive lineman, and it'll cost the Mustangs 5 yards. 3:42 to go in the 3rd quarter.
Let's get a pass completed here, Cars. Fire one in there, kid.
So 3rd down and 13 for the Mustangs. Ball at their own 32-yard line, and Mustangs desperately need to convert here. Corby Campbell comes out of that backfield. Carson Hinn now running for his life, trying to find somebody. He's just going to throw this one away. Well, no, he won't. They're going to say Nelson caught it, but he was out of bounds.
Close.
Very, very close, and that would have been good for a 1st down. But they'll say he stepped on the sideline and incomplete. So it'll be 4th down and 13 for the Mustangs. 3:17 to go in the 3rd quarter, and they're going to have to punt it away. And this is not at all what they wanted to do. This will be Camden Deebs back to return this punt, standing at his own 32-yard line. Holbert takes the high snap. A good spinning kick this time, kind of a knuckleball. Mustangs there, but Deebs able to get away from that first tackler and bring it out to the 45-yard line. And so now Ogallala set up in great field position here to start their 2nd drive. 3:07 left to go in the 3rd quarter.
Got to keep the energy up. We're down 7 is all. We got to keep that energy up. Got to be a little opportunistic here on defense. Maybe rip that ball, try to get that ball out to get a turnover. If they try to pass, get an interception so we can get some things going here. So can't hang our heads yet. We got to keep fighting and keep battling.
So they give it off right up the middle to, didn't see who that was, but brought down at the 50-yard line.
51. Raffelli, good tackle there by Andy.
So trying to adjust our color just a little bit here. They give it off
right up the
middle again, and that's going to be about a yard short of the 1st down. So 3rd down and 1 here. They'll sneak it right straight ahead goes Murphy. He's got the 1st down.
Murphy on the keeper. 1st down, Ogallala.
Here we go, boys.
So bear with me here as we try to fix this. Try to fix our color just a little bit. Not sure if that'll help or not, so we'll keep working at this. And a good run that time, all the way down to the 35 for a gain of about 9.
Ogallala's offensive line just starting to work hard here. Create some holes for Raffelli. And Raffelli's taking advantage of those holes and getting some pretty good chunks of yardage.
We'll try and give you a little better look. See if we can adjust our color just a bit for you. Back to work here. 1:25 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Clock running. And 2nd down and 1 for Ogallala with the ball at their own 36-yard line. Murphy goes under center. 2 wideouts to the far side of the field. Gives it to the first man through. Going to be close to the 1st down yardage there, as that was Zink on the carry. Officials are going to look this one over. They're going to
a little short.
Going to say 3rd down and inches. Well, they're still looking at it. We got officials ready to whistle and ready for play, and others that are saying, hey, I think we need to look a little closer. Now they'll bring the sticks across and measure it. 58 seconds left to go in this third quarter. Ogallala with a 7-point lead, and they've got the football in Mustang territory. Say thanks to the sponsors of tonight's action. By now you know most of them. The Italian Inn in Gordon, Hins Clothing Center, Strong Insurance, Gordon True Value, Grocery Mart, Sides and Milburn Ford, Great Plains Communications, Napa Auto Parts of Gordon. As they stretch it out, and now they take a closer look, and they're going to say it is a first down. Napa Auto Parts of Gordon, Gardner, Lautzenheiser, and Ryan. Bank of the West, Hins Home Furnishings, State Farm Insurance, First National Bank of Gordon, Modern Farm Equipment, Gordon Memorial Health Services, and the Sheridan County Journal-Star, your source for all the news that is news in Sheridan County. The clock runs under 53 seconds in this third quarter. 1st and 10 for Ogallala, set up in good shape at the Mustang 34-yard line. Out of the I formation they go. They've used that a whole bunch in this third quarter. Toss play left side. This is Raffaelli. He's got some blockers across the 30, 25, 20, and dragged down inside the 15-yard line. That's a good gain for Raffaelli. And another 1st and 10 for the Ogallala Indians inside the 15-yard line of the Mustangs. They mark him at the 14. So this is trouble for Gordon-Rushville.
Yeah, we need something to happen here on defense. Somebody needs to step up in here and make a good hard tackle, good hard play to get a little bit of energy back on our side.
Well, the Mustangs haven't been able to get a turnover yet on defense, as the Indians are waiting for the call to come in from the sideline. Finally, they get it. They'll work from that I formation again. They give it to Raffaelli right up the middle.
There we go.
But that was Damian Holman right there to get a hold of the ball carrier and not let go. And no gain on the play brings up 2nd down and 10 from the 14.
Yeah, got to hold him. Good play, Damian. Way to fill in there quick. End of the third.
And so that's the end of the third quarter. The Mustangs trail 28-21. We'll be back with the fourth quarter here on SheridanCountyJournalStar.net.
We'd like to thank all of the mentors in our area.
When the field is your office, you never get tired of going to work. Cut, rake, bale, repeat. New Holland offers the power and versatility to get through the day. From small squares to large squares and everything in between, New Holland has you covered. Visit your local dealer today to find out more. New Holland, equipped for a new world.
So we head to the fourth quarter. The Mustangs trail 28-21, trying to mount a defensive stand deep in their own territory. And make sure that you tune in for our next volleyball broadcast, as that is next week. We'll get that pulled up. Tell you when that is. That is Tuesday the 17th. The Mustangs will be hosting the Morrill Lions. Volleyball action next Tuesday. We'll be there to bring it to you. And then the Mustang football team wraps up their season at home as they face the Cozad Haymakers in the final regular season game of the season. And the Mustangs certainly hoping it's not the final game of the season. They've got some work to do here if that's going to be a possibility. 2nd down and 10, Ogallala from the Mustang 15-yard line. Murphy is going to keep it, boots to his right, under pressure, throws it to the end zone, and it is complete. What a catch. Mustang defender got his hand on it, tipped it. Number 1, Trey Rezak, on his back in the end zone and hauls it in for 6. Now that makes it 34-21 with 11:52 left in the fourth quarter, and now they'll set up for the PAT. Trying to stretch this to a 14-point advantage. The kick is good, and that extends the lead to 35-21.
Let's take this opportunity to introduce our 2017-2018 Ogallala High School cheerleaders. freshman, Jaden Benny.
We mentioned it a couple of times. We'll do it again. Make sure to take in the Diamonds and Denim Dinner and Auction, supporting a furniture purchase for the Gordon Countryside Care residents, Saturday, November 4th. Get those tickets at the Rushville Medical Clinic, Gordon Memorial Hospital, and the Gordon Chamber of Commerce. So the Mustangs quickly out there with their return team, ready to go to work and get something done here. They've got an uphill battle. They've got plenty of time to do it. But they're going to have to find some offense, as they were stopped on downs on their first possession of the second half and then were forced to punt on their second possession.
We're a pretty explosive team, so, you know, it's not out of the realm of possibility for us to score 2 quick touchdowns here and then hold them on defense. So we have the capability. We just got to believe. We got to keep believing, and we just got to make it happen now.
Mustangs need a little bit of a break. Corby Campbell, one of the deep backs back there for the Mustangs this time. This is a high short kick that's going to be picked up at the 20 by Campbell. Straight up the field goes Corby Campbell.
There we go. That's what we need.
Lightning in a bottle, folks. 40, 30, 20, 10. Corby Campbell picks up the pickoff return and takes it all the way home for 6.
That's what we need, baby. Right there.
Corby Campbell, touchdown Mustangs.
All purpose. I mean, he's just a great player for us.
80-yard kickoff return for touchdown. And that's what it takes. 11:41 to go, third quarter, and just like that, the Mustangs back within 1 score. Carson Hinn a little bit late getting on for this PAT attempt, as he is the holder. Good snap, good hold. The kick is up by Damian Holman, and it is good. Just like that. 35-28. The Mustangs not out of luck yet.
That just, everything that happened there just worked perfect. You know, Corby caught it on a one-hop bounce and then accelerated through, saw a hole, and he just made it out and made the touchdown. So we're here. We're 1 score down. You can't quit. You got to believe.
Well, Mustangs need a little bit of a break here on defense. They're due for one. No turnovers in the game. You, I guess, can count that onside kick technically as a turnover in Ogallala's favor. Didn't result in any points.
Yeah. We did have 1 turnover on downs, you know, if you want to consider that, you know, as a turnover, but no fumbles or interceptions in the game. So I think we're due to get one here on defense. We're going to get one. We're going to get it. So
that'll put a little bit of a spring in the Mustangs' step as they get ready to kick this one away. 35-28, 11:41 left to go in this fourth quarter. Corby Campbell ready to boot this one away. Another low line drive kick. That is bobbled at the 30-yard line. This is Halligan on the return, and look out, trying to return the favor. He's ridden out of bounds by Corby Campbell, but all the way across midfield. And Ogallala will take over in Mustang territory at the 47-yard line.
Great return, but we can still play good D here. We can still hold them. We just need to hold them not to get a first down, because it really, if we hold them not to get a first down, it's a really tough decision for their coach whether to punt or go for it. So we just need to hold them here to no first down, get a little turnover maybe, and we're right back. We're right where we need to be. We just need to stop.
Back to that I formation. They give it off to Zink, and the Mustangs are ready there. No gain on first down.
Good job, Zane Hamilton there, Damian Holman. That's what you need your D lineman to do, is to plug that and then make the tackle.
And great to have both those guys in there at the same time. They've had one or the other of them out of the lineup for the greatest portion of this season. So the clock running. It'll be below 11 minutes when they finally snap this football. Back to that I formation. Murphy under center. Gives it off to Raffaelli. He is stacked up for a gain
Rip
of only
it.
about a yard.
There you go. Good.
And so that inside run game under control at the moment by this Mustang defense.
You know, and you see kind of Ogallala's coach, he's wanting to burn some clock, you know, so he's taking a while to get the play in. Sometimes that kind of ruins momentum that you have kind of on your own side. So, you know, danged if you do, danged if you don't type of a deal when you're a coach. You know, you just kind of ride with what's working for you. And let's hope now on defense, Coach Boone's has something dialed up good here to get a stop.
So 3rd down and 9. Murphy under center. Drops back to pass, boots out to the right side. Throws the pass. It is incomplete. Through the hands of the intended receiver, incomplete. And now that will bring up 4th down, and we've got a holding call on Ogallala. That's no doubt going to be declined by the Mustangs. I don't think that, well, who knows?
Oh, they're showing decline.
The Mustangs will think that 4th down looks pretty good, I think, here with the ball sitting at their own 46-yard line. And the whole sideline across the way says, hey.
They're giving the hand signal. We don't want to accept it.
So it'll bring up 4th down and 9. And
we got exactly what we wanted. We, you know, forced them to punt. So we got what we wanted here.
Nelson and Higgins back deep, standing at their own 16-yard line. Dual safeties. Punt formation for Ogallala. "10 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in the 4th quarter. The punt is away, and this is a good one. End over end kick. It's going to land at the 10 and bounce into the end zone. The Mustangs will take over
at their own
20-yard line, but we do have a flag down. That's why we have help up here in the booth.
Well, you just can't do it all, Clint.
I just can't do it
I know you're
all.
the man and it's your birthday, but come on, man.
See what this flag is all about. 10:01 is what shows on the clock. Quite a discussion here. That is a
personal foul
penalty against Ogallala, the second one of the night. That'll be added on to the.
That's great.
Onto that touchback, so the Mustangs will take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Plenty of time. You know, 10:01 seems like an eternity ago. We were down 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
You know, but with that kickoff return, we're right back in it. We got momentum now. We got a great stop on D. We got to just keep going here on offense.
The Mustangs would love to tie it up here. They've got 10:01 on the clock to work. Carson Hinn brings them to the line. Gives the hard count. Gives it off to Campbell. He's got the 40-yard line. Good for 5 yards on 1st down.
Yeah, good run there. You know, you finally got a good look, I think, at home to see how those holes and how everything opens up running towards us here at the press box. And you can see how close it is to where Corby can really, really make a break for it. He's just so close there. The line and receivers do a great job blocking. So, and it's a really short window where you can break those. So we just got to keep making them.
So Trace Big in the wide out to the near side. Toss play right side to Corby Campbell. He's got a whole one man to beat, and he couldn't quite pull free, but he's down at the 50-yard line. That's good for a 1st down. Corby's off to the races again if that guy can't hang on to his jersey.
Yep. Yeah, that was a good kick out block there by Jarrett, and there was just an Ogallala Indian there just to grab a little bit of a jersey to kind of swing him around and slow him down, waiting for the other defenders to come make the tackle. But that's great. Toss play there. We ran a ISO on towards us on the camera side, you know, so we're really mixing it up here now.
Carson turns, gives to Campbell, forces his way ahead for a gain of only about a yard that time. Clock under 9 minutes. It'll be 2nd down and 9 from between the 48 and 49-yard line of Ogallala.
Kids are going to be sore, both sides of the ball. You know, it's been running. the whole time. Very little pass plays where you're not engaging and trying to knock the other person aside of you on the ground. So just been a real fun game watching.
So second down and between 8 and 9. They give it to Campbell right straight up the middle. Runs into a mass of humanity there and a gain of only about 2 yards that time. It'll bring up third down and 6.
Gain of a couple. Third down.
8:13 to go, fourth quarter.
I think we'll see toss here is what I'm thinking. Towards our side, I'm thinking we're going to get a toss towards us. Try to make that corner with using Corby's speed.
Carson Hinn under center. Toss play right side this time. Corby gets north and south. He's got the first down, or very close to it. He's right down around the 40-yard line. And they're going to stop the clock and take a look at it here. Corby got north and south in a hurry. They'll say it is a first down. Move the chains for the Mustangs. 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line of Ogallala. The Mustangs on the march.
Yeah, I was half right. Toss is just wrong side. So, you know, those are great plays for us to run because Corby has that speed. Man, when he gets to trucking on those corners, he's so hard to tackle.
So 1st and 10. Jared Nelson, the wide out to the far side. Hinn's going to give it to Pieper right up the middle. And that's going to be good for 3 or 4 yards.
You know, one thing I was going to mention coming out of halftime is we hadn't seen Jarrett, you know, carry the ball. There were, down at Mitchell, we set that up so well with that fullback trap. You know, maybe now we're going to try to do that stuff. We ran a couple outside. They have to respect that fake to Corby going on that outside, which makes it easy for Jarrett to get it right up the middle.
So 2nd down and 6 after the first down gain by Jarrett Pieper. Holbert in motion. Campbell right side this time, runs into his own blocker and then fights his way ahead for a gain of about 3 or 4 yards. It'll bring up 3rd down and 2.
The backs of our linemen just have to be sore because Corby just runs right into him, plows them over too. It doesn't matter what color jersey you have on. Just get out, you know, he's going to make a hole and he's going to get out of the way.
Don't stand on the tracks when the train's coming through. 6:23, clock running in the 4th quarter. Mustangs driving down the field, trying to tie this one up. 3rd down and 2.
Look out, they're bunched so close to the line of scrimmage.
Give it to Pieper.
Fumble.
The ball comes out. And that is the first turnover of the game, but it goes to the Ogallala Indians, and not at all what the Mustangs had hoped for that time. Ogallala takes over at their own 32-yard line with 6:05 to go, and now the Mustang defense really needs to find a way to stand tall.
Yep. We're digging extra deep here. Everything you got, you got to get them stopped here on defense. And if I'm not mistaken, we still have 3 timeouts left. We haven't taken any yet, so you know we can use those to our advantage here.
So they'll work from the gun this time. 3 wide outs to the near side. They give it off to Zink straight ahead for a gain of a yard. And I can't imagine that Ogallala isn't going to want to just try and run clock here.
Yep. Well, you know, the game has been not so much of who's going to stop each other because we just really haven't. You know, so now the offense is going to take control by running that clock.
And we really thought coming in we'd see a little more passing by Ogallala in this game. But they have really liked that zone read, and in this second half it's been almost exclusively out of the I formation. Now they go back to the gun with that bunch set to the right side. Murphy's going to keep it himself off the left side. He's got room to run across the 40, 45, 50. And he is brought down by Andy Higgins as he crosses the 50-yard line. And so that is a great gain by Murphy on the keeper around the left side.
Yep. Good fake, good run.
And they've run that twice with good effect. They run that bunch to the strong side, and then he keeps it around the weak side. And that's twice they've picked up good yardage with it. 5 minutes and 13 seconds, clock runs. Ball sitting at the Mustang 47-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Ogallala Indians. They've got that bunch set up to the left side this time. They'll give it off to Zink, tries that left side, and he's across the 40-yard line. A gain of about 7 or 8 on first down. And just got a text message from Mick Tinsvold, our roving reporter. Mick says that Shadron leads Mitchell 14-7 at halftime. .433, clock runs. 2nd down and 2 for Ogallala. Ball just inside the Mustang 40-yard line. Give it off to Zink. He is stacked up.
Rip it. Tried.
He's going to be short of the first down, but not by much. But it'll bring up 3rd down and less than a yard. Well, depends on where they spot it. I think he is very, very close.
Here we go. Get a stop, boys.
Well, 3rd down and 1. 4 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter. If they come to the line, they'll work from that I formation again. Murphy under center. He's going to keep it himself, and he'll have the first down. Down to the 35-yard line. They stop the clock to move the chains. 3 minutes and 41 seconds to go in this 4th quarter. And now the Mustangs they're in a hole here. They've got 3 timeouts, but they got to get a stop. 1st and 10 for Ogallala.
Yeah, I think we're probably going to start crowding. We'll start crowding the line of scrimmage here, so our backs have to be aware from a fake and a pass. So we still have to be heads up in the backfield here.
Murphy under center. He's just going to keep it himself and go right straight ahead. That's good for about 3 yards. And now the Mustangs are going to call timeout and try and stop that clock. The clock, though, did not stop.
I think we could probably use about another 4 seconds, I think.
Creative clock operator here in Ogallala. 3 minutes and 16 seconds left to go in the 4th quarter. Timeout on the field by the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs. Again, let's run down through those sponsors. The Italian Inn in Gordon, Hins Clothing Center, Strong Insurance, Gordon True Value, Grocery Mart, Sides and Milburn Ford, Great Plains Communications, Napa Auto Parts of Gordon, Gardner, Lautzenheiser, and Ryan. The Bank of the West, Hins Home Furnishings, Bob Alcorn, State Farm Insurance, the First National Bank of Gordon, Modern Farm Equipment, Gordon Memorial Health Services, and the Sheridan County Journal-Star. And don't forget that Gordon Memorial Health Services will be providing seasonal flu shots Wednesday, October 18th from 4:30 to 5:30 p.m. at the Rushville Clinic. 2nd down and 8. And they did put some time back on the clock. 3 minutes and 22 seconds on the clock. But the Mustangs have got to get a stop here. 2nd down and 8. Murphy under center. Toss play right side. This is Raffaelli. He's got a head of steam inside the 30 down to the 29-yard line. And another timeout by the Mustangs. And it'll bring up 3rd down and about 2.
That's a good play to run. If you're Ogallala, you run that toss to that long side because it just eats clock. And we had a pretty good stop there. So let's hope we can get it dialed in here, and Coach Boone has a trick up his sleeve and gets it to the kids, and we make a play here.
And Ogallala has really liked that I formation, and Raffaelli, that big lumbering thumper of a back, hard to bring down.
And they've had great ball control tonight, meaning that, you haven't seen any fumbles hit the ground, and they recover. It's been pretty clean. It's been a very clean game, on their end, handling the ball. So let's hope maybe we can pick one up here, get a little fumble, punch one out, and get it recovered and take it down.
And since the Mustangs defensive backs got their hands on a couple of passes early in the game, they've really gone back to this ground game almost exclusively. 3:15 to go. 3rd down and a long 3. They give it off to Raffaelli, and he spins and falls forward. He's down close to the 25-yard line, and I'm afraid that may be a first down. They've got a good spot here on the near side.
Very close to a first down.
They're going to eyeball this. Officials taking a look at it. 3:09, clock stopped, and now they're going to take a take a measurement here.
Timeout for measurement.
3:09 left to go in the fourth quarter. And again, make sure to support the Gordon-Rushville junior class. Come over to Rushville October 26th through the 29th. Set up just south of the highway on Main Street, as it is a first down. And that may have been enough to do it. 3:09 and the Mustangs with just one timeout left. They need something pretty big to happen here. They need a turnover in a big way. They trail by 7, and that'll wind the clock. The Mustangs with just one timeout left. Back to the I, and Raffaelli at the top of the I. Zink is the fullback. Give to Raffaelli. Mustangs trying to rip that ball out. Down at the 24-yard line.
You'll see it. You'll see it a lot. You'll see those kids trying to wrap it up.
And the Mustangs will call their final timeout. 2:41 to go in the fourth quarter. Mustangs now out of timeouts. And again, tomorrow is the Fall Fun Fest, sponsored by the Rushville Chamber of Commerce. Hope everybody will come out and enjoy food, vendors, lots of activities, duck races, live duck races on Main Street in Rushville. That's all tomorrow morning. Fantastic food, I know, around town at several different places. And then live music tomorrow night at the Twisted Turtle downtown. So we hope you'll all come out and take in the festivities. That's the Fall Fun Fest starting at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning in downtown Rushville. And then the bra bus to follow, the auction tomorrow night. I think that's at 6:30. Well, Murphy goes under center, 2:41 left. They give it off to Zink, the fullback, and he is brought down after a good gain. But now that clock running, under 2:30 to go.
I was injured.
And Zink is taking
slow
his
to get
time
up.
getting up. And that's just
all right.
Letting more clock run off of the, or more time run off the clock. Third down and a yard. Third down and 1, and Ogallala in no hurry to get the play in this time.
Now they're being pretty patient right now, and they've been doing a pretty good job of getting off the ball and blocking our defenders.
Well, this is Raffaelli again, stacked up for a short gain, but he'll be close to first down yardage. 1:45 to go, and they're going to say fourth down. It'll be 4th and 1, and that clock still runs. So Ogallala, no doubt, going for it here on 4th and 1. They get the play from the sideline. 1:25, clock still running. Murphy goes under center.
Watch your quarterback. They're just going to take a penalty, I think, Clint.
Waiting for the count. Now he goes ahead, and the flag comes down. So we'll see what this flag is about as the
false start.
As they move the advance, the ball should be a first down. The flag came in from the official on the near side. As they talk this over, the clock is stopped at 1:10 to go in the fourth quarter. We got a false start penalty on Ogallala. And now where is that spot? Is the spot good enough?
I don't think it is.
For a first down. If that is, the Mustangs will definitely decline the penalty, and they'll have the ball back. Now a timeout. They're going to measure this. Officials are going to bring the chains in again. It's been a long time since we've seen this many measurements, especially this many on one drive.
Well, and if you look at the down marker, it doesn't appear to be close.
Not even
a yard away. Maybe we requested it, you know.
And maybe so.
And maybe that's not a bad idea because it gives us a little break.
It gives the Mustangs a chance to really formulate an offensive plan here. 1:10 to go. It is going to be well short of the line to gain. And so the Mustangs will decline the penalty. They'll take over.
Okay, minute 10.
We've seen this before. A week ago, Chadron with a minute 14 and no timeouts. The Mustangs here trying to get down the field. A minute 10.
Let's see what tricks we have up our sleeves here.
Ball is on the Mustangs 16-yard line.
So from the 16 they go. The Mustangs need to get it down the field in a hurry here.
They're bunched up there tight still. Man, maybe we can get a pass.
Carson Hinn drops straight back to pass. Looks, goes right side. He's got a man there. It is complete.
There we go.
Morgan Holbert with his first catch of the night, and it's a
back.
good one. Out of bounds. That stops the clock out across the 40-yard line, and that's a great way to get things started.
Yeah, great catch. The best thing is he caught it, made the catch, and got out of bounds, so it stops the clock.
Morgan Holbert right in between the defensive backs, and that was a perfect throw from Carson Hinn. Put that one right on the money. So now the Mustangs in business. They've got it at their own 41-yard line. A minute 4 left to go in this fourth quarter. Trying to march down the field and tie this ball game. Trace Bagan, this wide out to the near side. Hinn straight back to pass. Goes down the middle and through the hands of his intended receiver. That was Holbert again. Incomplete. 58 seconds left. It stops the clock. And the Mustangs will regroup.
Had a chance there, just slipped through Morgan's hands. You know, I'd probably look for some out routes, you know, a chance where we can catch the ball and maybe get out of bounds quick. Ogallala is going to give us the middle of the field because, you know, the clock doesn't stop then. It only stops when we get a first down.
And still just one deep safety for Ogallala.
They're creeping back a little now.
Holbert goes in motion the opposite direction. Carson Hinn looks, loads it up, throws it down the right side. Double coverage, that's trouble, but incomplete. Morgan Holbert was well covered that time. It falls incomplete. It'll be 3rd down and 10 with 50 seconds left to go.
Pass knocked down by Alligator, incomplete. 3rd down.
Well, the Mustangs still with a couple of chances here.
I'd like to, you know, a little swing pass maybe to Corby out in the flat, you know, if that would be open. You know, get him on this towards your screen, towards the bottom of the screen here, folks, so then maybe he can make a little run out there.
He's going to motion to the short side of the field. Carson Hinn drops straight back. Under pressure, and Carson goes down, and that's trouble. 44 seconds. The clock will run. Mustangs need to get back and spike this football.
It's 4th down.
You can't
fourth
spike
down.
it.
We got to run a play.
4th down. They've got one play. Clock running, 33 seconds. We'll see what they've got here. They need midfield. They actually need the 49 of Ogallala. Clock at 25 seconds. Campbell motions out of the backfield. Carson Hinn straight back to pass. Under pressure, and he's going to be brought down again. And that will be the ball game. Well, it will be the ball game. 17 seconds left. The Mustangs turn it over on downs. And credit Ogallala's defense. They brought the house 2 times in a row, able to get to Carson Hinn and sack him. Ogallala will take over at the Mustang. Where will they mark it? It's at about the 17-yard line. With 17 seconds left, they'll take a knee, and this one will be over. The Mustangs in it again right till the very last minute.
Yeah, good. It was a hard game. You know, lots of running, lots of hitting. And it just didn't turn out the way we liked it. But, man, we gave great effort. There's no doubt about it.
2 weeks in a row, the Mustangs fall in the final minute of the game. Congratulations to the Ogallala Indians. They come out victorious on homecoming night. The Mustangs had some opportunities, but just couldn't quite convert. And the final score, Ogallala 35, Gordon-Rushville 28. Thanks for joining us, folks. Glad to have you along with us for another fantastic game. We certainly hope you enjoyed it. Join us on Tuesday night for the Mustangs as they host the Morrill Lions in volleyball action in Gordon. For Zach Giles and Casey Slama, I'm Clint Anderson. Thanks for joining us here on Sheridan County Journal-Star